Hello guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about Black history. Today is a Black holiday. If you didn't know, today is actually Juneteenth. If you didn't know about Juneteenth, it's a holiday that originated in Texas after President Lincoln released the Emancipation Proclamation. The Emancipation Proclamation released all slaves and made them free. At the time, the US didn't have big technology, didn't have, Fox News or anything. They didn't have the internet. All they had was a newspaper. Even then, the newspaper can only be delivered on horseback. At the time, Texas was the state that was the furthest west of Washington, D.C., except for California, which wasn't a slave state at the time. You can imagine how long it would take to travel all the way from Washington, D.C. on the east coast of the United States to Texas, which is like bordering Mexico. In fact, Texas used to be Mexico before the US annexed it. Slavery was very profitable. You can imagine why, because it's forced labor. People are being forced to do work that they don't get paid for. On June 19th, 1865, 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation by Lincoln, General Gordon Granger went to Galveston, Texas and Ashton Villa to actually proclaim that all slaves in Texas were free, the same as the rest of the United States. A lot of the slaves celebrated in the streets. They can get their own jobs, they can go anywhere they want, they didn't have shackles anymore, they took off their change and threw it at their owner's face. Listen here, some slaves did stay at the job they were currently at, because at the time there were still Jim Crow laws. However, the owners of the plantation still had to pay the slaves. Now, they couldn't whoop them anymore because that's illegal, that counts as assault. Remember, black people at the time had the same laws applied to them as white people and the same protection, but there were still Jim Crow laws that were separate but equal, although they really weren't that equal. For example, a black man's vote counts as 2/3 of a white man's vote. So 3 black men can vote, and it only counts as 2 votes. And there you go. That was a piece of Black history from me, Top Raw Man. If you like this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. I mostly do food review content, and I also do funny little videos. Consider subscribing to me, check out my other videos. This video is a little unrelated, so a lot of my videos aren't like this. But this is a special day and a special year, so I felt like I had to do this. Comment down below if you want me to do something else in February for Black History Month. I really enjoyed making this video. I love researching Black history, my heritage. I love the history to see what happened before and saw how we fought for our rights. I really think it's so inspiring.